Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is a quick update on my build, and I just wanted to point out some of the changes that I made. And basically what I did was I added another one of these 480 Alpha Cool Monsta radiators. I put it here in the basement, and that's update number one. Hard to tell, but I mean, if you see through the window, you can see that it's one of those thick radiators. Second and very important update was the tubing. I switched from regular hose tubing to acrylic hard tubing, and this is my first time bending it, so you know, some of the angles and stuff are pretty bad. Not where I want to be, but for a beginner, I think I did okay. Not too bad. I also swapped the memory. I went from Corsair Vengeance 1600 kit to a Trident X 2400 megahertz. And what I did with those is remove the heatsink, sandblast the paint off, and remove the stickers, and laser etch G-Skill Trident X 2400 megahertz. It's hard to see, but it's there. That's what I changed. I also upgraded the motherboard. It's a ASUS Rampage 4 Black Edition. The EK blocks are the same, except I swapped them for copper blocks. My original EK blocks started corroding after a month, and they were also beginning to flake. So EK took care of me, but I requested copper as replacements instead of nickel. The CPU block was still okay. Nothing. That was still 100%. So I reused that, and I'm also using EK coolant to prevent corrosion. However, it has a yellow tint to it. I don't know if you can see that. It's not a big deal, but I mean, if I had known it was gonna have that yellow tint, I would have probably gotten some like different colored tubing or something. I don't know. Whatever. The SLI cover for my three-way bridge, I made that myself, and the front of it looks kind of bad. I don't like that, but I mean, it's private also, whatever. I'm not in a competition, just trying to make it look as best I can and as neat as possible. But if something's gotta give, where it doesn't, there's nothing I can do about it, so it's just gonna have to be that way. Over on the other side, it's still a mess. I'm just barely starting the leak test, so that's why everything's unplugged. You can see the pump right there, and adding water blocks to the motherboard, as you can see, it had little effect on the flow rate. Actually, coming down from 3/4 inch tubing with half inch inner diameter, did close to nothing. So I mean, obviously the acrylic tubing is much thinner. It's like 3/8 the inner diameter, so I mean, it's no big deal. Pump's still kicking ass at this point, and if anything, I'll add memory blocks at some point. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's also a mid plate and a motherboard shroud on the 900D. You can no longer see the grommets and stuff. It actually looks like a mirror behind the reservoir. That's also custom made. I have a plate for here. Well, anyways, this is just a quick preview of what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna add some lights, some LED on the blocks and stuff. I'll finish it probably within a week. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Peace out.